Okay, my name is David Blvd. I am the founder and CEO of MoodSnap. MoodSnap is an image-based music discovery app that delivers situationally relevant music and mapped to your personal taste. So what this is doing is, this is categorizing radio stations, essentially, by photographs. And each one of these photos is a situation, a mood, an activity, this. So you see a photo that you relate to, and all you have to do is tap the center button, and it curates a music channel of songs that are associated with that mood. And so this is this whole app is powered by Spotify, and the target market is Spotify premium users. Because of that, we can do a lot of things that other apps, radio apps like Pandora can't, including unlimited swipes to change the song in the station. We have energy swipes, so really intuitive. If you want the next song to have more energy, you would just pull down. If you want the next song to be more mellow, you would swipe up. So all of these songs, you're probably wondering, how are these songs affiliated or associated with this photo? Each one of these songs is a decision point. It's somebody who actually, the user of the app, who looked at this photo and says, this is what this means to me. It's like a free association exercise. So from the player screen, you tap the plus button in the upper left corner, and it gives you a Spotify search that's just saying, like, you know, Radiohead, National Heads or something. So I can choose what I want, I would hit the plus button, and it dumps it into the station. So what this is really doing is it's crowdsourcing all the users' associations with this photo, but then it maps it to your personal taste. So if there's a photo of somebody sitting on the beach in the Caribbean drinking a beer, and you know, I think that's Jimmy Buffett Margaritaville, but you don't like Jimmy Buffett, it shouldn't play that for you, because that's not going to be a good experience. Lastly, this whole experience is gamified because when you contribute music and other people like it, you earn a spot on the leaderboard. So these are the top 100 influencers on the site based on they've contributed songs that have been valuable, that other people think really fits their mood, that fits these stations, and whenever they like those songs, you earn points. So you could be two types of users. You could be sort of a lean-back listener that just wants to scroll through these photos and find things, you know, it's genre-agnostic stations, just like things that just fit that. Or you could be a contributor, and if you've got great taste, everybody in the system will know it. So this is MoodSnap. Our business model is basically, at first, prove value before we're able to monetize value. It is a free app to the end user. It has to be because it's a music app and we use Spotify non-commercial APIs. But once there's value in this system, the revenue model is essentially data licensing, behavioral analytics on how people associate songs with moods and emotions and activities, and licensing that to advertisers, record labels, multimedia companies. There's also sponsored MoodSnap. So let's say Volkswagen wants to run an ad and they know the feeling, the emotion behind this new car that they want to put out. We could do a sponsored photo that they're providing, and they get all the data and all the music with songs associated with it, and they make a ton of impressions. So there's a few things, but right now we're just focusing on making it a very simple, great user experience that people sink their teeth into and use as a lifestyle enhancer the way we all use our favorite music apps right now. So thank you very much, and look forward to hearing your questions.
Where do the photos come from? Like, do you guys have set ones? Do they change over time? If I want a fitness photo, but I don't like this one, I want more of like lifting, can I change that?
So right now, this is the proof of concept version. We have 10 photos. It is limiting. We license these photos from another site, but what we're working on doing is crowdsourcing photos in the same way that we crowdsource the music, which is allow users of the app to submit things that they would like to see on in this app via Instagram API, via the mobile, the native camera app, and a few different things. And we're going to choose which ones fit, and if you get chosen, you'll have a photo credit, and there are other ways to sort of publicly, give you props for submitting something great. But we can't let people just like submit anything directly in the app because it'll be just like a barren wasteland of garbage.
So do you guys snag Flickr photos then?
No, so these are licensed from Corbis right now, which is like Corbis Getty Images, the high quality photo sites. It's a pretty expensive cost structure to do it this way, and ultimately, there are a lot of amazingly talented people out there that would love to have their photos in this app. So we want to sort of keep the brand and the spirit of crowdsourcing this experience as much as possible. Anyone else? In the back.
Yeah, how did you do this in partnership with Spotify, and are you going to promote yourself by kind of piggybacking off of the Spotify? How's that work?
So the second question, absolutely. This is targeted to Spotify Premium members only, and this is free for them to use the app. You need to be a Spotify Premium member at this stage to use the app. And Spotify has APIs that allow any developer to build something powered by their platform. The tricky part is, once this is a success, is finding a way to monetize it, because, like I said before, their system doesn't really make sense. They give you the tools, but they don't want you to make money yet. But that's sort of, there's political things, and they're working on that, and we have other options that if we get a couple 100,000 users in this system, we'll have to do that. Any other questions? I know we're short of time.
How do you prevent spammers? Let's say someone
Yep.
casts a bunch of songs that most people don't find.
Yep.
It's relevant to the photo. How does that work?
All right, so I'm going to tap this station. See this little awkward frowny face in the bottom left corner? So if I tap that, I can either say this doesn't fit my taste, or it doesn't fit this MoodSnap. It actually doesn't fit the photo. Someone put a Metallica song on a meditation playlist because they thought it was funny. So we have ways to quickly pull those things out of the system so it doesn't ruin everybody's experience. But it's sort of an inherent challenge that we're facing.
How many users do you have?
We're in private beta, so we have about 100 users, and that's because Apple has limitations on how many ad hocs can be in there. And we're looking to submit to iTunes on July 1st. One more blue shirt.
So this is always the question with API-driven businesses, but what happens if Spotify cuts you off or builds a substitute?
They don't build their own substitute apps for their platform. They have it open to developers, but ultimately, no one's done anything like this yet, and I really believe in our team and this idea that we can iterate and we can make ours unique. They're not incentivized to cut us off because we're creating value and building value into their system. And if for some reason they did, RDO has APIs. There's a company called 7 Digital where we could license it directly from, but we would need quite a bit of funding to do that, because then we need to pay out the royalties to the publishers and the rights holders. Right now, Spotify pays that out every time something is streamed in the app. I think I'm out of time.
Join Boston New Technology Meetup. Sponsor an event or a venue. Present your idea and attend to network with Boston's brightest. Details are at www.bostonnewtech.org and in the video description.